All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Morning Play with Jesse and MJ, and each week we invade the libation lab, usually from a remote location like my basement, and we check on our buddy Tim Laird.
Hello. Yes, we're making quarantine fun again, and
Thank goodness.
I've got a new fun cocktail, and it's really great for fall. It's Jack's Maple Nut Cocktail.
Ooh.
Very delicious. And it starts out shaker with ice. Here's the Jack part, a little bit Jack Daniels. Ounce and a half of that goes into my shaker with ice, of course.
Okay.
The maple part is maple syrup, a half ounce of maple syrup. Save some from your breakfast with the pancakes for your cocktail later.
I'm done.
And then a half ounce of, I've got this Rivulet Pecan Liqueur. Actually, this is a local product too, and it really tastes good. I mean, this really smells like pecan. And if you think about maple, pecan, and bourbon, it all goes together, or Tennessee whiskey. So that goes in. I'm going to give this a good shake. And here we go. God, I love this cocktail. You know, if you don't have the pecan liqueur, you can use, other nut liqueurs that are out there, walnut or whatever. There's a bunch of them, so whatever you have. But I do like this Rivulet very well. Boom, into a glass of ice. Finally, a little squeeze of lemon. And Jesse, we got to test the soup, right? Isn't that what we say? So, wow. You know what? That is so nice. That maple and bourbon go so well together. And then you get a hint of that pecan. It's like you're biting into a pecan pie.
Yes.
With a little hooch in it. I'm telling you, this is a great cocktail.
I mean, whoever made this cocktail is a genius. Clearly a genius.
It took a lot of tries, but we just love it.
I love
and again,
that.
you know what? This is one of those things that we tell everybody that's doing cocktails and having fun with them. You know, you can vary these ingredients. If you want a little more whiskey in there, do that. If you want less sweet, cut back on the maple syrup and make it your own. You know, dial it in for your taste buds. And I think that's the one thing I always tell people is, yeah, here's kind of a map, but you know what? Make it your own. Go your own way.
I like that. I like that because, for a lot of people, it's very hard to and it's very daunting to look at your liquor cabinet and go, okay, what can I mix to make a good cocktail? If you don't have like that base knowledge of what goes traditionally, what pairs well with others, you're going to end up making just a disaster. So if you have something to start with, you're like, okay, I like this. I don't know about this. It's a great way to just mix and match. And it is having a template to work from is a great way to kind of hone in on what you like. That is a great idea, Tim.
Exactly. And like I said, if you don't use the pecan, you can use pistachio. There's walnut liqueurs out there. It's find your favorite, what you like, and try different ones. And like I said, don't get too hung up on all the measurements of the other ingredients. But then once you find out what it is, write it down, and that way you can be consistent in making the cocktail you like.
Yeah.
Boom.
I mean, and the thing is, as we progress and further into 2020 or out of 2020, looks like we're going to be making a lot more cocktails at home. So having not only this recipe, but all the other cocktails that we've done, I mean, it gives you a nice library of things to make and to mix and match. I mean, my wife's favorite cocktail is the one that actually you made for her. And in your original recipe, it was just rum. It was rum, and all I had was Malibu. I had coconut rum, and so I added that, and that's her favorite. So I mean, that's a great example of taking on a Tim Laird recipe, tweaking it a little bit, and kind of making it your own.
And that's what's cool about it is you can steal from me, change it, and make it yours. So because that way you can say I created this, and I tell people that all the time. Make it yours and take credit for it. And that's what I love. And then that way, when friends come over, you can say, hey, guess what I just created? Let's try my new cocktail. And
Nice.
People love that. I mean, I think it's fun. So
Tim.
It's like baking only with fun ingredients.
Well, it is. It's exactly like baking. And Tim, that's what I love about you. You work so hard day in and day out to make everybody look good, or at least have a good cocktail, whatever. You're making everyone look good out there. I love it.
And that's our mission, Jesse. As you know, you and I, we're here to help with MJ, and
Yep.
that's what we want to do.
Exactly. So I tell you what, since we are in the season of thankfulness, I want to say I'm thankful for all the cocktails and friendship and checking in with you throughout this entire 2020, because I tell you what, it's been a bright spot in my week. I know a lot of people have reached out and said it's a bright spot in their week. Cocktails aside, it's always great to see you, Tim.
Great to see you. Love you guys. And we're thankful back. So cheers to you and everybody.
Cheers.